Indonesia, alma mater tercinta, junjungan kita.
Welcome, students, to Crown and Conflict, the British History class. English monarchy in the Middle Ages. In these times, we'll embark on a fascinating journey through 5 centuries of English history, from the Norman conquest to the dawns of the Tudors. We'll explore the reigns of powerful kings and influential queens, witness pivotal events that shaped a nation, and discover how the very idea of Englishness began to take form. Get ready to delve into a world of castles, knights, and political intrigue. When we think of the Middle Ages, images of royalty often come to mind. But who were these kings and queens? What challenges did they face? And how did their decision, their triumphs, and their failures lay the groundwork for modern Britain? The first, let's go to the Norman yoke and early foundation. Our story begins, as all good stories do, with a dramatic upheaval, the Norman conquest of 1066. William, Duke of Normandy, crossed the Channel, defeated King Harold of the battles of Hastings, and forever changed the course of English history. This wasn't just a change of monarch. It was a fundamental shift in language, law, and culture. William the Conqueror, as he became known, established a strong centralized monarchy. He built an extensive network of castles to assert his controls and commissioned the Domesday Book, an unprecedented survey of land and resources, giving him a detailed understanding of his new kingdom. His queen, Queen Matilda of Flanders, though less known, played a crucial role in legitimizing his rules and bearing his heir, ensuring the continuations of the Norman dynasty. The reign of William's sons and grandsons like Henry I saw the gradual integrations of Norman and the Anglo-Saxon customs. Henry I, known as the Lion of Justice, worked to establish a more stable legal system, laying the groundwork for English common law. However, the succession wasn't always smooth. After Henry I's death, England plunged into a period of civil war known as the Anarchy, a bitter struggle between his daughter Matilda and her cousin Stephen. These highlight a resurrecting themes of the Middle Ages, the precarious natures of royal power and the importance of a clear line of succession. Ultimately, the compromise that ended, the anarchy led to the rise of the formidable Plantagenet dynasty. The age of the Plantagenets, power, law, and conflict will be our second discussion in these meetings. The Plantagenet era, beginning with Henry II in 1154, marked a period of significant consolidation of royal power and development of English legal system. Henry II, a brilliant and energetic monarch, established circuit judges and introduced trial by jury, profoundly shaping the legal landscape for centuries to come. However, his reign was also marked by a dramatic conflict with Thomas Becket, the Archbishop of Canterbury, a struggle that pitted the power of church against power of crown, culminating in Becket's tragic murder. Henry II's son, Richard I, known as the Lionheart, or Richard the Lionheart, spent much of his reign on crusade, gaining legendary status by draining England's coffers. It was his brother, King John, who is arguably one of the most infamous monarchs in English history. His disastrous foreign policies and oppressive taxes led to a rebellion by the barons, culminating in the signing of Magna Carta in 1215. Magna Carta, or Latin word for a Greek charter, is a cornerstone of English constitutional law. It is established the principle that even the king was subject to the law and guaranteed certain rights to his subjects, laying the foundation for parliamentary democracy. While King John initially repudiated it, Magna Carta was reissued and became a foundational document for limiting arbitrary royal power. Let's not forget the queens. Eleanor of Aquitaine, wife of Henry II and mother of Richard and John, was a powerful and influential figure in her own right. She was a patron of the arts and formidable political player. The late 13th and early 14th centuries saw the reign of Edward I, Longshanks, a powerful and ambitious king. He conquered Wales, building a string of magnificent castles to consolidate his rules and engage in prolonged wars with Scotland, battling figures like William Wells and Robert the Bruce. The highlights are recurring themes of the Middle Ages, the precarious natures of royal power, and the importance of a clear line of succession. This ultimately the compromise that ended the anarchy led to the rise of the formidable Plantagenet dynasty. This conflict, though ultimately unsuccessful in conquering Scotland, forged a stronger sense of English national identity. Well, the last patch of our meeting this session is about crisis and transformations in the late Middle Ages. The 14th century brought unprecedented challenges. The Black Death, arriving in 1348, decimated England's population, leading to profound social and economic changes. The resulting labor shortage empowered the peasantry, contributing to the tensions that exploded in the Peasant Revolt of 1381, a dramatic challenge to the feudal order. Amidst this turmoil, England was embroiled in the 100 Years of War with France. Beginning under Edward III, the protracted conflict, fueled by dynastic claims to the Franc throne, saw famous English victories at Crécy, Poitiers, and later Agincourt under Henry V. These battles not only showcases English military prowess, particularly with the longbow, but also further solidified a distinct English identity separate from its continental rivals. However, the war's immense cost and ambitions of powerful noble families led to the further instability. Richard II, a king who attempted to assert greater royal authority, was eventually deposed by his cousin, Henry Bolingbroke, who became Henry IV, ushering the Lancasterian dynasty. This was a crucial moment, as it established a precedent for a king being removed from power by force, setting the stage for future dynastic struggle. The late 15th century plunged England into a brutal civil conflict, the Wars of the Roses. This dynastic struggle between the House of Lancaster, symbolized by the red rose, and York, symbolized by the white rose, saw a succession of kings rise and fall. Queens like Margaret of Anjou, wife of Henry VI, played active and often ruthless roles in this conflict, leading armies and shaping political alliances. The Wars of the Roses raged for over 30 years, weakening the nobility and centralizing power once more in the hands of the monarch. The conflict finally ended with the battles of Bosworth Field in 1485, where Henry Tudor, a distant Lancasterian claimant, defeated Richard III, the last Yorkist king. Henry Tudor crowned Henry VIII, married Elizabeth of York, uniting the two warring houses and establishing the powerful Tudor dynasty. So, what's the legacy of these 500 years? The English Middle Ages forged a distinct national identity, developed a unique system of common law, saw evolution of a parliament as a check on the royal power, and laid the foundation for a strong centralized monarchy that would continue to shape England's destiny for centuries to come. From the Norman conquest to the War of Roses, the kings and queens of English Middle Ages, through their ambitions, their struggles, and their triumphs, created a nation. Their stories are not just tales of powers and conflict, but of the enduring human desires for order, justice, and ultimately identity. We hope you enjoyed this material exploration of pivotal period in English history. Join us in the future modules next meeting as we continue our journey through times. Until then, see you next time.
Lampung, the Treasures of Sumatra, is a province in Indonesia well known as a gateway to the Sumatra Island. Having a total area of 35,587 km² with 2 municipalities and 13 districts, Lampung province offers amazing cultural attractions, extraordinary natural beauties, and promising business opportunities. Education in Lampung province is extensively growing and colored by the existence of Universitas Teknokrat Indonesia, the university which has been awarded as the best private university in ASEAN, the best campus in Sumatra according to Applied Higher Education Rank, Webometric Rank, UI Green Metric Rank, and Unirank. Located strategically in the heart of Bandar Lampung as business city, Universitas Teknokrat Indonesia offers 3 faculties and 13 study programs. Faculty of Engineering and Computer Sciences with 7 study programs. Electrical Engineering, Civil Engineering, Computer Engineering, Information Technology, Informatics, Information System, and Master Program, Master of Computer Science. Faculty of Economic and Business with 2 study programs, Management and Accounting. Faculty of Arts and Education with 5 study programs, English Literature, English Education, Mathematics Education, Physical Education, and Master Program, Master of English. Our vision is to be the excellent university in Sumatra with international standard and to be able to play the active roles in nation buildings through the 3 pillars of higher education, comprising teaching, research, and community services. We believe that education is the key to the advancements of a nation, and we commit to develop future leaders through quality character educations. This commitment leads to immense positive responses and trust from public, which is marked by the increasing admission from year to year. In Universitas Teknokrat Indonesia, the students are actively directed to task-based and project-based learning, from hatching ideas and systems to creating products and services that benefit the communities. The students are prepared to face the challenges of globalizations and the current trend of workforce demand through the use of digital technology integrated in learning process, supported by defense facilities such as laboratories, auditoriums, sports centers, students' hall, smart classroom, integrated academic information system, online learning platforms, studios, and Wi-Fi connected areas. We provide a learning studio that is functioned multi-purposefully to create students' teaching materials, to host podcasts inviting successful alumni and outstanding students, and to host virtual international conferences. For our students, this e-learning studio support micro-teaching courses in creating digital learning materials and tutorial for future teachers, English for journalism courses in creating news production portfolio, and digital marketing courses in creating digital product promotions, and many more. Our students have achieved numerous national and international awards in student exchange, robotic competitions, computer design and programming competitions, English public speaking championships, scientific papers, business challenges, culture and art festivals, and sport tournaments. To support the internationalizations of the institution, national and international partnership to the top universities around the world are established and expanded. Through the International Office, Universitas Teknokrat Indonesia is proud to invite visiting lecturers from national and international partner universities and to collaborate for international student mobility, internship, joint research and publications, and joint community services. Our outstanding quality of education is recognized by National Accreditation Board of Higher Education by obtaining baik sekali or excellent level in institutional accreditation. Further, we are awarded as the best private university in ASEAN, the best campus in Sumatra according to Applied Higher Education Rank, UI Green Metric Rank, Webometric Rank, and Unirank. Our graduates have already pursued their career prospectively in numerous sectors in government offices and multinational companies. Many of them also build their own creative businesses and directly impact the community around them. Come and be part of us, the growing campus of Champion, ASEAN's best private university, Universitas